Hello, my name is Margaret Gilbert, and I am going to be your instructor in ALHL 115 medical terminology for the semester. We're going to be using Brightspace, which is the learning management system that CCBC uses. If you are not familiar with it, if you come to the college's web page, which is what I have showing right at this time, and go to My CCBC, it should bring you to a page that matches up with you. In other words, it would be your My CCBC page. And there you'll see a link to your Brightspace courses. I already have it started, so I'm going to come over to it, and I am logged into it as a learner, so it should appear just as you would see it. When you look at your course, and of course, if you're taking more than one course at CCBC, you may see, especially if they're online courses, multiple Brightspace courses that are available for you. Ours is ALHL 115. First thing I want to point out to you is announcements, and that is what comes up on the course's home page. And I have a welcome announcement there, which gives you information about myself and then about our course that we're going to be taking this semester. I'm going to open it up for you early before the actual start date of the semester to give you a chance to take some time and look through the course and review what you need to do and what is entailed in completing the course. And also real important is give you an opportunity to get your textbook, which that you will need. So when you log in, take a look, read through the announcement. We're going to also go through it, but I want you to really take a good look at the getting started section and then begin looking at our syllabus and other information that's provided for you before you actually get into the content of the course. And then, of course, all the course content is there too. It tells you all about the book here. It's Medical Terminology for the Health Professions, 8th edition. We've been using it for a number of years, so it's available as a used book, I believe, in the bookstore. You can rent it from Cengage, who is the publisher. I believe that's about a $25 fee, or you can get it from the bookstore. All you need is the textbook. You do not need any access codes or anything. Everything is built into our course. Another thing I want to remind you to take a look at your college email and look for a student survey form would be coming from our course, and take just a minute or two to fill it out as you begin the course. And it's just asking some questions about you and your background so that we can better tailor our course to our students' needs. So I thank you to please take just a couple minutes and do that. It's short, it won't take you long. Okay, let's take a look up here at the top of our Brightspace screen. Home would take you back to where all the courses you're taking have their course offerings. So you could link to or tap on any course and get into what you're seeing here on our homepage for that course. Over here is the email tool, the message tool, where you can send me a message or an email, and it comes to my college email. So that's how we're going to communicate mainly in the course. This is a fully online course, so there are no real specific times that you need to get online and work on your course, but you do want to complete each week's work. In other words, I'm breaking the course into chapter by chapter. Our textbook has 15 chapters, so there'll be 15 weeks of work, and there's 15 weeks in the semester. So you'll be completing the work for a chapter each week. Let's go to content. And again, this is the course ribbon, and just look through it. There's content, assignments, discussions, quizzes. There's where the grades are going to be posted, course tools, progress. Right now, we're going to look at content. Okay, Let's go to table of contents. You're in the getting started video now, so I have to surmise that you found this and you're going through and we're going to walk through the course and everything that we have here. But it's real important that you go through all of the getting started material thoroughly. Online learning policies and procedures, online technical requirements, resources for CCBC students. All this is good information. Respond to Quick Start Guide. When we get to the point that we're ready for our two major tests, the midterm and the final, you will need to use Respondus Monitor. And these are the directions on how to use it. You have to load it onto, following those directions carefully, onto your computer at home. And then you can take the test from home. To use it, you need to make sure that you have very stable internet. You have a camera, a working camera video on your computer, and a working microphone. If you don't, there are technical technology labs, sorry, on each of the campuses that you can go to where Respondus is available. Each unit has a discussion, and your discussions, you're going to write about a certain topic, but you're supposed to cite, you're supposed to have references. And this resource tells you how to use the APA citation process. It's important. You need to cite references for each of your discussion posts. Here again, just another link to our video. And then of course our table of contents, everything that is there. But we're going to look at that over here on the course bar at the left of our screen. Let's take a look at our syllabus. Again, Margaret Gilbert. I've been involved with the college for lots of years now as a adjunct, member of the adjunct faculty. I do not have an on-campus office anymore because I am retired and back teaching adjunct. So if you email me, if you need to talk to me, we can set up a phone call, a Zoom meeting, or we'll see how COVID goes. Periodically, I can come to campus and would be glad to meet with you to do anything we can to help you be successful in our course. This is a 3-credit course, which would mean if we were doing it on campus, you would spend 3 hours in the classroom each week. And normally, you then would spend at least 3 hours outside of the classroom working on it, and maybe more if you needed to study more. So I'm going to say each week you should plan on at least 6 hours. And if you're completely new to medical terminology, which is like learning a new language, you may need more than 6 hours to do some more practice and study. Again, here's our textbook that's required. And then our course objectives, topics, the rationale for the course, and then all our course requirements here. Assignments count for 10% of your grade. The unit-based assignments and this was discussion board assignments are 10% of your grade. All the other unit-based assignments for each unit and the chapter reviews are averaged and count for 30% of your grade. The unit tests at the end of each of the first 4 major units are averaged to count for 30% of your grade. You have a midterm exam, which counts for 15%, and a final exam, which counts for 15%. Grading policy is here. So we certainly hope you do well, study hard, do well. An A, 90 to 100, B, 80 to 89, C, 70 to 79, D, 60 to 69, and certainly hope nobody's down there in the F. Attendance policy, again, as I said, it is a fully online course. So you want to make sure, though, that you are spending enough time in your course each week. I would suggest you check announcements daily. If anything is coming up, if there's something I want to bring to your attention, that's where it's going to be. So you should check regularly for announcements. And of course, you need to check in to actually complete the work that's included here on Brightspace for you. Again, more information just about CCBC's syllabus policies. Here's a course outline. Talks about what we're going to do in each one of the units, what chapters are covered in each of the units. So this is one place that you can see all of that when it's due. You can print it there. You can download it and print it. And I'd suggest that you do that and keep your copy of your syllabus and that outline with your course materials. But let's go back over here to our sidebar because there's other information here that you can review. Created a weekly schedule. And again, you can download this and you can print this. And it's week by week. So you see week 1 is January 31st to February 6th. And you're always going to make sure you turn everything in that's due by 11:59 on that Sunday evening. It's chapter 1. And this is just kind of a quick summary of everything that you're going to do. Shows you when major tests are due. And there's breaking it down week by week. So you can see just what you need to be working on each week. I'd suggest that you also print that and keep it with your course materials. Let's go back to our table of contents. It's another new addition. Frequently used medical terms. And I'd print it. You're going to find as you work through some of the chapters, you're required to make flashcards. And the flashcards, the idea behind that is you practice with them. So I kind of like making actually paper flashcards so you can use them whether you're online or have the computer available or not, although we give you a link to doing it on a computer site, and you're welcome to do that if that works better for you. But I would go ahead and look at this list, and anytime that you are required to make flashcards for a chapter, go back and make sure that the flashcards you're creating are actually on this list. So you'll want to take a look at it and use it to kind of help you make flashcards that are useful, and use it when you're studying for tests, use it when you're studying for the final. You want to, these are all just important word parts here, and then more word parts, and finally we go into abbreviations, important abbreviations. So again, it's a good resource, a good tool. I'd print it and keep it handy. Information about me, I've already told you that my best way to reach me is email. And if you need to talk, give me a good time to call and a good phone number, and I'll be glad to get in touch with you. Let's take a look at Unit 1, which is where we're going to begin on the beginning day of the semester. Unit 1, you're going to complete chapters 1, 2, and 15 in the textbook, Medical Terminology for the Health Professions. To complete the work for Unit 1, you must complete the readings, exercises, assignments, homework, quizzes, test for Unit 1, Chapter 1, Unit 1, Chapter 2, and Unit 1, Chapter 15, and make sure you submit them by the due date. Let's look at Chapter 1. You have readings for Chapter 1. And that's in your book, Chapter 1, pages 1 through 17. Okay. After completing the readings, there are online exercises that you're going to do. Unit 1, Lesson 1, Lesson 2, Unit 1, Homework 1, your chapter review quiz, and your Unit 1 discussion. So if we look down here, this takes you to Unit 1, Chapter 1. And you'll see, we click on each of these links. That's what you're going to complete. Unit 1, Lesson 2, Importance of Medical Terminology. Here it's giving you again a sample of a discussion post with citation. And then you come to readings for Unit 1, Chapter 2. And again, this is all the work that you're going to complete. But if we look over here, it was referring to if there are homework and homework exercises you're referred to, click on that link for homework and translations. And here you find those assignments. First one is a crossword puzzle, Unit 1, Homework 1. So you're going to print it and actually do the crossword puzzle. And then you're going to go to Homework 1 quiz and fill in your answers. Okay? So you don't actually turn in your crossword puzzle. You take it, go to Homework 1 quiz, and they'll give you an opportunity to fill in your answers. Remember, terminology, you're always studying the terms and you're always studying the correct spelling. So correct spelling, everything needs to be spelled correctly. So that's basically how you're going to work through the course. If you need to find quizzes, here's the link for quizzes. There's our Getting Started quiz, which you'll take after you review all the information in the Getting Started section. There's that first Homework 1 quiz we were just looking at. So everything is there. That's where all the quizzes are. Over here are where the discussions are. First thing you want to do is actually do an introduction. This just gets you used to using the tool and allows you to introduce yourself to your classmates and to me so that we can all take a look and learn who we're going to be working with this semester. Okay, so let's go back to just our course home. Again, make sure you keep checking in for announcements daily. It would be good for you to check in daily. Hopefully you'll make sure you set aside enough time to work on your course. It's real important. Remember, your due dates are important. No work is accepted after the due date. So you need to make sure each week you're all finished up by Sunday night at 11:59. So I hope your semester goes well. Please, if you have questions, send me a message. Again, the tool is right there. And we'll work through and hopefully have you have a very successful semester.